Hello, this is Decoherent, and welcome back to some more Torment Tides of Numenera. So I really feel like our story is starting to pull together here, that we've reached the penultimate point. Last episode, we spent some time in a Mirrorcaster that actually seemed to be showing us current events, which is interesting. It showed us some events that are going on in the Endless War. Apparently each side has interesting artifacts that allow them to choose between alternate histories and fix them in place so that you always win. And there'd been sort of a detente going on for quite a while, given that both sides had one, until the one that the first side had got disabled, and somehow we went and poked around and went through a nasty warren of war moths that were pretty unpleasant, and apparently shuffled things back so that everyone still had it, and we regained the status quo. We came over to try to talk to the Memaviro /First, and discover that once we go and talk to her, we're getting things sort of, we're getting... Eridus, stop interrupting me. That once we pass through here, we're probably not going to have the opportunity to come back and do anything, so we went and sent our good buddy Rin back to her own universe, which is really sad. I really disliked her when we started, and now I really like her. I kind of miss her. Let's see here. I spent about 10 minutes off camera shuffling through all the artifacts and stuff that I was going to keep, selling other stuff, buying other stuff, spreading out consumables. By buying other stuff, I mean just consumables. So I think we're about set to go. It looks like we've slept last because we've got full everything. And we have rested, +5 crit, so that's nice. So, I think it's time. Let's do it. You need something? Yep, I'm ready to see the Memavira. She nods. Follow me. Oh, she didn't warn me this time. That's interesting. So the hero returns. Bleem. I can do that. Just saying. The Memavira's gaze is strong and unflinching, though her face is lined and stress marks her mouth. Impressive, she says, though her words are clipped. Even with everything I'd heard what you had done, I didn't think you'd actually succeed. I've underestimated him twice now. It will not happen again. She didn't lie to us exactly. She strongly implied that she wasn't the first. So, yes, just tell me the truth about the first cast-off, please. She frowns. I'd heard you were a clever man. Very well, there's no point in keeping it from you longer. What's his game? Surely he knew the truth as soon as he saw Mazov. She raises her chin high. Some kind of energy shimmers across her body. I am the first cast-off. I've kept myself hidden for a century and more, watching, waiting, letting our damned sire execute his twisted plans, thinking he had the upper hand, but we have plans of our own. Cool. Hey. Suddenly, several familiar cast-offs materialize out of nowhere. Well, out of the transporter. You can't place all their faces, but you immediately recognize Pajra Khan. The trim figure of Barakel is also among them. That's the person that I was riding last time in the Mirrorcaster. Our sire thought to use the resonance chamber to subsume us, but I have learned it can stop the sorrow in another way. It is the door to our freedom, and you have returned me my key. Then the Memavira, the first, makes a sweeping gesture towards Mazov behind her. Does she mean he's the key, or he has the key? Hey! Neat. As you can see, my agents have retrieved the resonance chamber from the reef. With Mazov returned, we can use the chamber to sever the tidal connection that draws the sorrow to us like a war moth. Then we'll be free forever. From the sorrow, from having to hide in Mile of Vest or this wretched bloom, from all of our sire's stratagems, we will finally be ourselves. Our freedom is finally at hand, thanks to you. She laughs to herself softly, as though to some inside joke. I have no doubt you have questions. From what I hear, you always have questions. You may ask them when Mazov finishes his work. Ironic that the one he meant to snuff us out is now our savior. Maybe I won't have to kill him. Should I point out that I can read her mind? Let's think about that. Let's see here. Let's talk about the chamber, Mazov, how long, cast-offs, no more questions. Okay, so we've known for a while here that we're coming down to this decision who we're going to side for in the use of the resonance chamber. They seem sincere in thinking what the chamber is going to do, what their plan is with the chamber, but you can cheerfully be sincerely wrong. That happens all the time. So, I don't know. I don't trust the changing god, and I don't like his plan. In fact, I don't like a lot of his plans. The guy's kind of a dick. He may have been a nice guy once, but that's not the present. Also, on a side note, what the hell is his name? Friends don't just call him the changing god. It's not like the doctor. That title isn't a proper noun. Hey, changing god. Want to get some dinner? Anyway. Okay, so the question is, I'm going to ask about the chamber first. Or actually, I'll ask about Mazov first, but do I point out that I'm poking around her head? No. No, let's play that a little closer to our chest. So, how was Mazov taken from you? We heard it with the bloom. Is that actually the truth? Her voice grows hard. The bloom turned on me without warning. Or perhaps there were signs I missed. It devoured a large chunk of the fortress, and Mazov's workshop with it. I've endeavored to keep it out ever since, but it was too late. Mazov was gone. He's lucky it was me the bloom wanted, or else he would have been devoured immediately. So how long have you been hiding here? She shrugs. A decade? More? I rescued Mazov from the Gibra after our sire abandoned him. The bloom's hatred of the sorrow, and its power to keep it at bay, was known to me, so we came here in disguise. I didn't know that! That's very interesting. I understand. I would do almost anything to not live here too. When the bloom began turning against the old Memavera, I saw an opportunity. I needed his resource to find the resonance chamber before our sire found a way to activate it. She chuckles. Now the bloom's turned against me, but it won't matter soon. This is a stupid question, so we're not going to ask that. So I'd like to talk to you a little more about the chamber. Of course we do. Her tone is patronizing. Very well. What do you want to know? What can't your curiosity live us out? So I thought it was my body that was the catalyst to the chamber. It is. The changing god created your body specifically to activate the chamber, to channel its powers. We discover you become a cast-off when you spoke to Mazov through Zarian Daywalker. Your body was designed to control the tidal connection between us. Her voice lowers. But of course, our sire doesn't want to sever that connection. He wants to use it to draw all the casts-off back into himself, snuffing us out. She lowers her chin menacingly. I won't let that happen, so Mazov has reconfigured the chamber to work with any cast-off. So would I still be able to activate it then? Of course you can. Mazov has repaired the machine, not broken it further. Her voice gains a sharp edge to it. But rest assured, if you go anywhere near that chamber, I will kill you myself. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to commit to either of these courses, I just want to ask questions. So you say that in activating the chamber it can be used to weaken the sorrow, is that true? She looks to Mazov. You can't read the man's expression, but the first says, perhaps. But what would that accomplish? The sorrow's been weakened many times, yet it doesn't die. I would not risk our lives like that. Severing the tidal connections between us is our only hope of stopping the sorrow and surviving. So you don't think that's going to kill the casts-off? Because we need that connection in order to live. She scoffs. What ridiculous conjecture. Where did you hear that? Where did I hear that? I actually heard that from the cast-off, or from the changing god when we were in my head, I think? I mean, I heard it from him. I don't know if this was the exact time that I heard it from is the problem. Let's go with it though. It was a memory of our sire when I found Mazov. She stares at you for several moments. Then finally she says, no, it's impossible. He speaks of the memory with clarity like a vision. How could... No, he must be lying. The sorrow tracks us with the tides. In severing the tidal connection between us, the labyrinth, our sire called it, we will no longer be connected to the tides. We will no longer abuse us, and the sorrow will stop its hunt. We will be free. It must be done. Is there any other way to stop the sorrow? There is one other way, she chuckles darkly. Our sire's way. Suck every living cast-off back into a single body. But what good is that? No. The only way to stop the sorrow is to remove what it seeks. It hunts us because our bodies abuse the tides. In severing the connection, that abuse will end. She scoffs. Our sire didn't know what he was doing when he made our bodies. The sorrow is that consequence, but I will undo his mistakes. So really there's sort of a flip side here. Either we go with the Changing Gods plan, and that kills or absorbs all of the other cast-offs. It may just suck them all into the labyrinth. And there's a strong argument there to be made on their behalf, whether or not that's dying or not. I'm not sure I'd want to live forever as just a mental construct. Alternatively, if we go with her plan, it might work, or it might kill off all the other cast-offs. So the real question is whether or not I care if the Changing God is going to survive the process. And I don't. I think I'm sort of on board with her plan. Both plans, even if things go right, probably end with me dying, and all the rest of the cast-offs dying. So I guess I'm going to go with the one that gives me a chance of, well, existence. Okay. Okay. I still don't feel like anyone knows what the sorrow is. She speaks pretty confidently about it, but... I want to activate the chamber. Yeah, they're not going to go with that. I'll think about that. Let's play our card here, though. So why would you have to kill me? She cocks her head to the side. How do you... You're more clever than my information suggests. Although perhaps not, if you've not yet divined why I'd have to kill you. She sets her shoulders strong. You are his key, the catalyst he created to activate the chamber. He would use it to subsume all of us into himself, to kill us, do you understand? I've been trying to stop that from happening ever since I learned what our sire's true plans were. Then, when you spoke to Massoff, using poor Zarian's body, I knew he was close. I knew where you would appear, but not when. I've been watching Mile of Est ever since, waiting for you. She crosses her arms. When you escaped the sanctuary, I panicked. Years of planning undone. But then you came here, to me. The trip to the heart was a fool's errand, you know. Whether you succeeded or not, I'd have what I need. Either you'd be dead, and our sire's plans with you, or else I'd have Massoff back to enact my own plans, and our sire's plans would no longer matter. You know, it's a nice thought, but we might be able to weaken the sorrow, or even kill it. Her voice cuts with a sharp edge. Are you a fool? The sorrow cannot be killed. You, however, can, which you'll discover if you try to get anywhere near that chamber. The only reason you're alive at all is because I'm optimistic. I hope you're smarter than that. Okay, this is it. Time to flip the coin. Both your plans suck. I don't like them. Let's go with your plan. Let's see if it works. Activate the chamber and stop the sorrow. She nods. It'd be foolish to do anything else. Come, brothers and sisters, our freedom awaits. This isn't going to make the Changing God very happy in my head. But as we've pointed out so many times, screw that guy. Oh, cool. Crisis, alright. Uh-oh. I don't like that objective. The entire fortress shakes, dust and stones falling from the ceiling above. What was that? The first sniffs the air, her body glowing with new power from the resonance chamber. The sorrow. It's here, but too soon. The resonance chamber hasn't finished its activation cycle. She readjusts her grip on the hilt of her blade. We'll have to face our enemy. Take heart. We need only survive a few more minutes before we're forever free. As she turns to fight, you notice the resonance chamber console is still functional. Perhaps there's a chance to redirect its power before it's fully charged. Blah! Oh look, squids. Okay, if it's just squids, we're okay. Why did you walk into the sorrow fire? That was stupid. Okay. So when my turn comes around, I think I am going to poke at this, but not right now. This seems like a good time. Did I give him a Numenera with explosions on it? I don't think I did. Devouring Shell. I may need that. Should I flip that on? Not this turn. Can I get up and hit anything? No. Okay, let's blue move up. And then we'll go on Overwatch. Alright. Tiber. I still can't remember who's got explosions. Okay, he has an explosion. Should I nuke one of these things? Well, obviously I should. So let's do that. How far up can I blue move? It may actually not be close enough. Oh, he leveled up. Can I do that in battle? Nope. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can. Nope, I can't. Okay. So, I've got the Imprisoned Pulsar, and it's out of range, because of course it is. Alright, let's get up close. God, you guys are dumb. All burning aura? Really? What is that? Alright. So glad we have this. Nice! Get bent. Okay, so... where's the control panel? Should I poke at it? It does mean I won't be able to do anything. Let's poke it real quick. I gotta look. Ooh. Do I redirect the energies to myself? Oh, That is extremely tempting. You know what though? Let's stick with the plan. I'm smart, but she's had about 100 years longer. Okay, now unfortunately I think I've moved out of position. Can I still get over anywhere interesting? Can I blink? I blink, right? I'm not stupid. Didn't I get blink? Quantum step. Yeah, here we go. Oh, well. Okay, if I select me, how far can I go? Not very. Can I go here? Okay, that gets me closer to the action at least. Hastened. Cool. Charge up doesn't sound like a good thing either. Sour Fragment Burst.
Damnation.
Yeah. This is less than optimal. This is very much less than optimal. If you guys want to go ahead and like throw some healing, that'd be okay. Just saying. Okay. So, can I hit anyone within basic attack here? Without moving? Yes, okay. Time to pop up some shells here. Did he use it?
Look out, villain.
Yes. Okay, good. Because, yeah, we are, you're having a little bit of trouble here in the terms of not dying. 27. I should be able to kill this one. Oh, wait! Okay, hold on, come back. Did I... This consumes movement, not action. Right?
Never felt better than I do right now.
Okay. Why did that just use... How am I so bad at this?
Something new is wrong with me.
Damn it. Okay. Okay, what do we have that's... Okay, I've got the sunspot icon. That would be a good choice. Do I have an AoE? Yeah, quantum detonation. Why do I have 2 of these? Problem is... Oh no, I can get that. Let's see here. How many can we hit? Only 2. Oh, out of range. Of course it's out of range. Or... do I drop the sunspot icon? Well, first let's move up some so I'm in close enough. Maybe I can give everyone my aura at least.
Go. Never felt
Or-
better than I do right now.
Or Balefire. Yeah, Balefire. That's funny, I summoned it in fire. Whoops. I'm really concerned about the Sorrow Burst taking out our guys. Well, this Balefire's getting rocked. Gravity Bomb. Neat. That just hit us? Are you kidding me? Ah, crap. This is suboptimal. Not gonna lie, not super happy about this. Why are you doing that? Stop it. I don't know which one of us has third man, but if it's not one of those two, they're boned.
Who keeps making my eyes close?
I don't know if I have it or if Eridus has it. Oh, here, wait, okay. Nope, it's on me. Uh-oh. Shit. So there's only this one sorrow fragment over here? Okay. This consumes movement. Whereas this is action. Well, so far, I keep discovering that I'm doing things wrong, but like, he's dead unless I use this, so...
I could stand a little more of that.
Barely holding on over here.
Yeah, this is a problem. Because it's going to get hits on us. Crap.
Oh, that's the stuff.
See, you can see that. It's only using one of the two. Ah, don't die, guys.
What's happening to me?
Why don't you attack her for a little bit? I got stuff going on. So long, dude. Okay. Am I within range? Well, I hope so, because I just hit it. $300? If it weren't for all these knockdowns, I bet we could have taken it. Well, with Rin. 4,000. I really think that our only choice is going to be... Yeah, 45. Because, like, every hit it makes is going to kill someone. Okay, can I get over here and attack the Sorrow? Out of range. No. Okay. Okay, it's time to use this thing. How close can I get? Oh, none. He's hobbled. Really? Yeah, really. Okay. Let's get over here as far as we can. Okay, Tiber, so there's 2 of these things over here still, or just the one? Just the one. Okay, I'm afraid that if I step over here, I may not be within range of it. Well, maybe I am.
Of course.
Okay, whack it. Oh, did I not hit? Whatever. Okay, that's no big deal. Okay. Okay, and now it is Cypher City. So the question is, do I drop this glorious icon, which unfortunately only, like, goes once per turn? Now, you know what? Out of range. God! These things have such terrible range. Okay, now can I nuke it? Yes. The Sorrow's built up an alarming amount of power. It turns its attention to the resonance chamber. Suddenly, the chamber explodes in shafts of light, touching everyone and everything in the fortress. It is activated at last. But it doesn't feel like you expected. An intense pain explodes in your skull and a wrenching tug in your gut. The chamber is pulling you inside it, forcefully ripping your mind from your body. And if the screams are any indication, you aren't the only one. That's not going according to plan. Hmm.
I'm ready to learn something new.
The familiar figure of the ghostly woman looks around her, seemingly even more confused than you when you first encountered her here in her mind. Her eyebrows raise high in some sudden realization. It's begun. I thought that you were a memory or a copy. Why are you here? She looks at you as if noticing you for the first time. I think I'm more than that. I don't know what fully, but memories are beginning to surface, far more than before. I'm not certain all of them are mine, though. Which memories are mine? I can't even tell that much. You're a cast-off, she says, as though confirming it to herself. A spark of life left over when your body was otherwise abandoned. She looks up and around her, as though able to see something you cannot in the black expanse. They're all here. The spark, the consciousness of every living cast-off is here now, in the labyrinth. They were drawn here by the resonance chamber. I thought the chamber would sever the connections between all the cast-offs. The chamber was just a lever. She speaks as though she's just learning this information herself. The labyrinth can still be destroyed, severing the psychic fabric that binds you all, but not by flipping some switch in the real world. Your fate, and that of your siblings, will be decided here, in the labyrinth that connects you all, that has always connected you all. She shuts her eyes. There's a place called the Resonance, she intones. A door in the deepest fathoms. Eyes still closed, she points to the new portal that wasn't there before. The Resonance lies through there. You must find it. Your body is the key. Open it, enter it, then you can stop the sorrow and be free.
Making a note.
Suddenly, the ground and even the sky shake violently. You clutch your head in pain, as though someone had pounded on the inside of your skull. Gradually, the pain subsides. The air stills in quiet, but the ghostly woman's are wise, her mouth agape. He's already here! The changing god has broken through to the doorstep of the Resonance. He'll have to force the door open, though. You have time to reach him, to stop him. She looks gravely into your eyes, but not much time. Okay, How do you know all of this? Her brow furrows. I'm still asking myself that. When you and your siblings were drawn into this place, pieces of their memories filled gaps in mine. I know what happened to bring you here. I understand what's happening now, and I know where the changing god is and what he plans to do. She shakes her head, and yet there's so much I don't understand. Who am I? Why do I know all of this and you don't? I feel like I know the labyrinth. Why does it... She bites her lip, unable to voice any more questions. Why does it feel like this labyrinth was created for me? Who are you? Does this mean that activating the chamber did nothing at all? Not nothing. When the first activated the chamber, it gave her a greater power here than others. Not more than you, but still a measure of clarity and control. I fear it will not help her until you can find her, however. So why has everything changed? All the doors and portals are different. She bows her head in thought. Without looking up, she says, "The labyrinth is a dreamscape shared by the changing god and all of his cast-offs. Its shape is defined by your minds, all of your minds." She looks you in the eye. "I think the sudden influx of hundreds of cast-offs, each with their own lives and memories, has made the labyrinth unpredictable, causing even more change as they move through it. As to where these other portals go," she looks over at the shimmering doors that weren't there before, "I don't know. I know only that one over there," she points in the opposite direction, "leads down to the resonance. That is the way you must ultimately go, if you're to stop the changing god." Okay, I'll try to stop him. Wait, there's one more thing. The labyrinth has become a volatile thing. Everything is changing. Even now, I can feel the portal that leads to the resonance trying to close. Make sure you have everything you need before you descend, for once you start, you may not be able to return here at all. Are you the Sorrow? Oh, yeah. What? Where did these go? Okay, first up, level up. Edge, that's all I can get. I don't know, int, fine. What do they mean, get everything I need? Like, I don't need anything, do I? Where do these go? I'd love to poke through them, but that seems, stupid. Let's just talk to everyone. Uh-oh. Don't be the sorrow, don't be the sorrow. Who are you? I can't tell. Rin? The woman strides toward you, all confidence and grace. She has none of the fear and awkwardness you remember. And yet, the eyes are still Rin's. The fear is gone, but the bright spark of innocence and joy is still there. Brighter even. She squeezes your shoulder with a firm hand.
Damn, you haven't changed at all. You're exactly like I remember you. I mean, warmth and welcome on your road, stranger.
Rin! When she laughs, it's like a song, like the sun bursting out from behind the clouds. Yes, it's me. She cocks her head in the unique way Rin used to, looking at your pack. You're still carrying Teria, aren't you? Your expression seems to amuse her. She laughs and says, "That god of finding I gave you, remember? God's about, I can't believe he was strong enough. I was just a kid when I made him, and it doesn't look like you've aged much at all." But you're in my mind. Your god helped you find me here? She nods with pride. He's a more powerful god than either of us knew. I can't take credit, though. I hardly knew what I was doing. She smiles. I just knew I wanted to see you again. Teria is what came of it. It is good to see you again, Ren. She smiles, as warm and as bright as the sun. It's good to see you too, old friend. I think about you all the time. I came because Teria called me back. He's under the impression that you need my help. She looks around at the twisting expanse of the labyrinth. I'd say he might be right. Where are we, anyway? Let's see here. So the resonance chamber was activated. It trapped me and all the other cast-offs here in the labyrinth. That sounds terrible. No wonder Teria called me. Well, I'm here to help if you need me. Holy hell, I do need you, and I am glad you are here. Of course, old friend. Come on. Yay! It's old Rin. Let's take a look at her. Oh, hello. She has Balefire, Gravity Manipulation, Blood, and Bell. Does 10 relativistic damage. 1 per level. Let's see here. Rin brought new gods back with her, terrifying gods who will tear apart anyone who dares harm her friends. Okay, that's interesting. Hiding and healing. Heals 20 points of health? All has grown to no more than just hiding. Rin can call on his power to surround her allies with a healing light. Is she making Numenera? Cobbler. Ah, +4 cipher limit. Nice. Fluke and Fortune. All party members gain 10% in all tasks. Nice. Varlin sleeps like a dull shin in Rin's pocket, providing quiet but effective aid to Rin and her friends. Oh my god, you are awesome! What are you carrying? Rin's Arbalest. 13 + 1. Oh wow. This crossbow belongs to Rin. It feels heavier than a normal crossbow, and while you can discern nothing unusual about its mechanics, it fires bolts with greater force, shredding through her target's armor. Cool. Oh, neat. Metals are somehow denser and hardier. Okay, that's cool. Okay, cool. Wow. I should give her a cipher or two. Do you have any big explosions? Kinda. Here, though, why don't you take the other quantum detonation? Okay. Okay. So, Lady Anch, what do you have to say? Leave me alone, you vultures. Lady Anchi, the entrepreneurial cast-off in Mile of Vest, is in tears. She flaps her ornamented hands desperately in the air, her face stretched in sorrow and regret. As you step closer, you catch shades, flickers in the corner of your eye, of what she's seeing. Luxurious fabrics, marvelous oddities, and expensive-looking devices of all kinds are arrayed about her like a hoard, and several shadows are taking it all away from her. She tries to grab her treasures before they can be stolen, but her hands flap through them like mist. Please, she cries, I can pay you back, just give me more time. There's nothing here. That isn't real. What? She blinks, and like a dream, all the shades and shadows fade away. Gradually, she recognizes you. Little brother? What a nightmare. My business had gone bankrupt. Everything was taken from me. She shakes her head. I'm not ashamed to admit it's my greatest fear. Thank you for saving me from that. I feel like I've been given a second life. She looks around her for the first time. Where are we? What devilry has landed us here? So we're in my head. The resonance chamber drew us here. Sorry about that. Is that so? She gets an odd glint in her eye. A mental landscape, perhaps. And you and I were able to dismiss those visions with mere belief. I wonder if... She holds out one bejeweled hand and focuses on it intently. Suddenly, two vibrating crystal shards appear in the air above her hand, orbiting each other and emitting a sharp wooden scent. Ha! She barks. I love this item. I import them from Href, you know. They do nothing except add the decor, but I can sell them for far more than most oddities. She grabs the crystals and puts them in her pocket. It would seem this place lets me do more than just shoo away shadows, huh? Huh. Can you help make something that would help me in here? Let's see, shall we? Suddenly, several useful items appear next to her. She smiles. Take what you like. Cool. Awesome. That's cool. Do I need more spray flesh? I kind of don't. Let's see here. 18 + 2. Oh, wow. Okay, so in the desperate hope that I get Eridus back. 12 + 4. Oh, I'm not reading the descriptions. The cruel blade of this two-handed sword is a massive black stone chunk, studded with semi-sentient spikes across its upper edge. The spikes quiver with hunger, and when you touch one of the spikes with your finger, it wriggles eagerly, as if trying to detach and dig into your flesh. When the spikes hit a target in just the right way, a number of them fly off and burrow into anyone within range. Whenever you use the weapon this way, a demonic-sounding screeching fills your ears. Cool! Where's that weapon I just grabbed? Where'd it go? Oh, no, okay. The surprisingly heavy projectile weapon possesses a very wide grip and is uncomfortable for a human hand to wield. When the user places a finger upon the trigger, concealed lights flicker across the weapon's surface like flames. Firing this weapon causes an increase in body temperature, and the smell of wood smoke emanates from the user body, although it doesn't cause any lasting harm. Okay, yep, I want that. Temporal Hammer. 16 plus 2. This warhammer looks ordinary at first glance. Careful observation reveals that the head is constantly shifting forward and backward in time. The head of the hammer is actually a time displacement device that exists in many moments at once, making it all the more difficult to evade. This time displacement device was once part of a much larger structure. Its temporal energies are limited in scope, capable of moving backward or forward in time by a few seconds at most. It wasn't designed for greater range, so you can only speculate as to what kind of device required such narrow movements through time. Cool. Sapient Blade. The joints of this crooked blade flex and creak at the touch. On closer inspection, some of the edges aren't tangible unless focused on. Guess I'll take it. It doesn't... whatever. I don't know. They're free, so it's like... let's just take them all. Right? Thank you, and thank you. Okay, Rin, come here a second. Do I need to spread this out? So I have a crummy light-ranged weapon, so let's swap that out. Rin doesn't have any consumables on her. That's okay. Why don't you have some of these, just in case. And... maybe, I don't know, 1 or 2 of these. 1 is probably fine. And... have a Fleetfoot Moss. Oh, have a Might. No, you don't need Might. Okay, alright. I wonder if because of the choices I made, if every person here is going to be able to give me a hand. So, Artaglio. Glad you made it in here, buddy. Still feel bad. The hazy form of Artaglio, the captain of the Irregulars, stands here. He's staring around the calm, as if trying to place what he's doing here. He holds up his hands and stares at them, through them. He laughs. I suppose this immortality of a sword, eh, Cast-Off? Share a drink. Awesome. A bottle forms in his hands. He passes it to you, and you share its contents. A wave of tipsy contentment washes over you, and you feel your body's muscles subtly adjusting to the memories and experiences Artaglio's reflection offers. So hey dude. What a place you have here, Cast-Off. Do all of you have one of these in your heads? He leans in. I'm hearing all kinds of whispers, you know, like there's more in here than we can see. So, how you doing, man? No end to the rum or the regrets, although no one ever buries the other enough to my liking. Alright. I'd love to chat, dude, but we are low on time. So what did that give me? Plus 20% damage? Hello! Initiative and willpower. Yow! Suck to the chorus quick. The Katina's memorialized ghosts talk quietly amongst themselves. You have the sense of the machine intelligence that projects them and surrounds them. It seems to be at peace. The connection you formed with it remains strong. The cool matrix of logic it commands help order your thoughts. Okay, I'm good. I just want to see if there's anyone else I can chat with. Saria? Hey, what's up? Okay, so the people I've already spoken with are still good. Inifrey. I really wish I had some more people. I don't know. Okay, well... at least I've got Rin with me, right? Okay, this is going forever, so I'm going to take a break. And on that bombshell, sorry to make you wait, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.